Super Bowl. Here we go. Butker gets it underway with a deep kick to Chris Evans. It just ends Usama and Sample. Chase goes in motion. They're going to run it to that right side. Mix.
I need to catch my breath and just make it easy on him these first couple.
They get it to Chase. Shakes off a hit.
He looks at him over and over. They're going to have to get a safety over there. Look inside the field.
Here they go. The pass.
You'll see Gay right.
A 14-point lead at 3 different times in that game to Kansas City, and the Bengals came back to beat them 34-31. The Huber punt graciously running out to the 15-yard
player who's playing right now at a crazy high level.
McKinnon gets
in the air because they can run the ball, Jim. He just takes what the defense gives him and throws it underneath.
There's your example right there. McKinnon with the first down. And Kelsey's going to move over into a slot on the left side. The last play went for 14. Little sidearm throw to Hill. It's a 2nd and 2. And it's McKinnon. They go with Burton, the fullback. And they're probably going to have the first down. Got it right. Lost the timeout. First down, McKinnon up the middle. Running hard. Look at him go. So it's a 2nd and 1. Pressure. Easily getting it away to Kelsey. First downs on his opening drive for Kansas City. Now he's looking down the field. Has to take off. And he has a first down.
Line coming in, right? You're not going to be able to shut this offense down. No one does. But you could hold them to field.
Here's the handoff. And again, look at McKinnon in the postseason. Has scored on all 9 trips in the red zone, including 7 touchdowns. Here's to Hill. It's a 1st and goal from the 10. Play action into the line, and Mahomes going to slide and throw to the end zone. Oh, what a catch! It is caught for the touchdown.
Going to give the wiggle. The ball doesn't come right there, but he does such a great job of continuing. In this game, you've got 2 of the best. Oh, look at that throw, Jim. Wow. It's the bullet. 1 foot, 2 foot. You got 2 of the best receivers.
Is 21-0.
Oh, no. Well, let's go home. I guess it's over.
What time's your flight?
The Bengals are not out of it yet.
Not
what
yet.
A drive for the
Not
Chiefs.
by any means. Under center, and again, a first down handoff it is to Mixon.
You're going to have a lot different looks. You're going to have different ways to double team Chase right there as he comes out of the slot.
Low snap. He had to get it away quickly.
Oh, who's going to do that today for the Bengals? They need Higgins or someone else to do it.
3rd and 5. Burrow. Season opening. It's going to have the first down. The Bengals.
On a time. He's doing it under extreme pressure.
First down. A running play.
Matthew comes over and helps out right there.
2nd and 9. Burrow dumps it off. Mixon tries to get around. Out of the gun. It got the first, but play action. Down the middle of the field, it's up in the air, and it's incomplete.
Blitz.
Here's the 2nd and 10. It's Boyd again, and he's series. Burrow has another one. First down. From the Chiefs, 37. Keep running it on first down. This time they break one. Mixon. High stepping and still going down to about the 15. And at home.
Yes.
First down. They fake, going to Chase. Look down the middle. It's not there. Now he tries it. End zone, incomplete. Lofts it. End zone. And, oh, for a moment. A couple of games with a back. And he returns and makes a play here with the left hand.
Wow. I mean, I thought he caught it. One big point of emphasis. Don't allow that. Win those matchups.
3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, end zone bound at Chase. January 2nd, Ward on the coverage.
You're exactly right. These were the plays that went their way. And you can see a lot of contact there.
From Florida. Again, just 32 yards. Huber on the hold, and the Bengals first 5 today. So 14 completion streak. From 1 week to the next, and down the field, he's got Hardman.
What an unbelievable job of setting this play up on the first drive. We talk about the vignettes of setting things up. Eric Bieniemy did a great job. They got out of shell defense.
That's the end of the first quarter with Kansas City in front, 7-3. up a tying field goal Sunday night. That last throw was actually 44 yards in one play to Hardman to put him in Cincinnati territory.
You know, Burrow's completing 80% of his targets this year, the highest in the league.
Here's a 2nd and 3 throw. It was a couple of times and forced a fumble. Here's the 3rd and 3. Good time. Just dumps it off. No one near McKinnon. There's Mahomes to Hill. Wilson Song wiggle.
Watch the cornerback and nickel corner coming.
2nd and 4 running play. McKinnon. It's been big in the playoffs. Shifts to the left. Here's a 3rd and 2. Mahomes dancing around, spinning around twice. Finds freedom, and in the end zone, he finds Kelsey.
Right there, shows you the ballet. All this. Let's just twirl in place, Jim. No, not there, not there. Come on this way. Thanks, guys. Oh, hey, Trev. Good to see you again.
And after all that, Bengals on a big jam early. And
Cloud and Mahomes, this is a tough one for him.
2nd and 10. They're able to get a big run out of Mixon. Also big in the passing game. It's Chase getting the football. There's Mixon. Oh, 3rd and 6. Pass in. And now Arrowhead in full champ. Huber jumps up to catch the snap. And the Chiefs haven't been stopped the first 2 times. And they hand.
That's why teams are struggling to stop this time.
2nd and 7. We've got our first flag out as the pass is thrown deep. And almost. Up to this point, no penalties.
Offside. Defense number 90.
After the 5 yards. Edwards-Helaire has got a first down.
Love. Little play actions here, fake it to him.
They want to go long again. Instead, they find Kelsey. Spins around again. Heights High School, where he was a quarterback, went downstate, played for the Bearcats. Here is Edwards-Helaire finding an opening and
throw it underneath and just hand the ball off.
That's what they do. Helaire already with 24 yards on the ground this drive. And he adds. Look at him. He's got 4. 2nd and 6. McKinnon's back into the game. Mahomes. All time to survey. McKinnon, they're trying to take.
Well, they gave it to him last time. He's 10 for 10 now on 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. But do they use it against you?
Gonna throw for it. Who else? Kelsey sidesteps, takes off, down to the 3. 1st and goal. Fake to Edwards-Helaire. They toss it for the touchdown. Hardman turns around, and the football was waiting for him.
Across the middle, and he just flicks it all the way to the sideline. The Week 14 loss to San Francisco. The Bengals switched. They started to throw the ball a ton on 1st and 2nd down neutral situations.
Evans taken off. To
catches 60 yards.
You saw Zach Taylor, 3rd-year coach. What does he come up with here? They come out throwing it to Chase. Able to duck. 2nd and 4. It's Mixon again. They got him behind the line. Here's Burrow. Down the middle. Pulled down.
Kidding. This was about to get away. Right there, punting that away.
Burrow.
They're going to make you think you're one-on-one. Up top.
That was Thornhill. He's coming. They pick it up. It gets away from Chris Jones. On the run. Should be open. It is. Hit. Cincinnati trying to do something offensively before the half. And that's not going to do it. That's not going to be it. On this first half of action at the AFC Championship. 2nd and 12. Pirine gets past Ward. Look at him go! Inside the 20, into the 10. Oh, he takes it the distance.
And then the big play to Chase brought him back in that game. Big play touchdowns. No one's better than the Bengals, Jim. They're 1st in the NFL.
And that's Chase, though, with a big block on Thornhill to make that happen. Kansas with 6 touchdowns. So he's back in the area here. Big 12 country makes a big play that the Bengals needed. 3rd quarter. And what this guy has done in the last 2 minutes has been something else. Bates and Bell, who were back 2nd and 10. Can't put the pressure on him. So he's able to go down the middle, and it's pulled down by Hill. And the Chiefs, he's not out of bounds yet.
Like, take these D linemen and go up, have a guy come under to get the pressure.
Here's Mahomes to an open Hill again.
Come under while he goes out. You can't just rush these guys one-on-one.
First down, he's stepping up. There was a little heat, but he got away long enough to find Kelsey.
And first game, not so much today.
2nd and 1, less than 1. This time it's Pringle.
Until you go through it, you don't realize.
From the 15. Mahomes. Air under this one.
It's hard because he's
Pass
looking in the
interference.
backfield. Watch his eyes.
Defense number 20. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball replaced at the 1-yard line. Automatic first down.
12 and beat the clock before the half. Rolling out. Is anyone there? Clean one more, I can do it.
Thank you, Trace.
Look toward the coach, and here it is. Is it there? Hill. He's got to beat a defender, and the Bengals make the stop to close out the half. Oh, boy. And the margin is 11, just as it was on week 17 when the Chiefs went to the locker room up 11.
Well, Tracy Wolfson, you called it. You said, I want one more chance, and that was a poor decision. Usually you can count on your veteran quarterback who's young, but the decision to throw that ball behind and not to the end zone, you know that, but it did, and now that gives really the Bengals life, because the emotions of that matters.
It's Pringle on the return. Challenge flag on the field.
And that's probably where Mahomes wanted to call that timeout, forgetting that situation.
Right now, guys.
They had 51 rushing yards in that first half. Here's Pringle picking up a first.
What else matters if they can't stop?
Well, Hubbard and Hendrickson. And over 20 sacks between them this year. And there's McKinney.
They need movement. They need this guy to slant. Someone else come around. One-on-one like that, Jim, you're not getting that.
Little sidearm throw, and it's through the heaven. Low snap, it rolls to Mahomes. And he just lofts it incomplete.
Well, we talked about the ball needing to bounce your way if you're the Bengals, and right there, that's one of them. Back-to-back plays. Both probably could have been caught. This one just on the out.
Tommy Thompson, seeing action for the first time, sends a spiral down to Taylor.
You're gonna run it, and you're gonna have to be unbelievable.
They fake the run to Mixon. And they go way down the field, and it's there, Tony, at the 40. It's Higgins. Snead riding with him all the way to the 38. There's Mixon. And the audible sent right down the line to the receivers to the left.
Delay game. Offense number 9.
Tough pass. Need to get to the 29 for a first. Pass over the head and out of bounds. Harris snaps it back to Huber. Harris and Huber, the only two Bengals players who were born the last time Cincinnati was in an AFC Championship game.
Embellishment there. I may have done that when my wife asked me if I did the dishes, but
yeah, the hands up in the air. First down. The fake from the goal line. Lobs it up. Edwards-Helaire. Jump cut out to
side to the double teams.
2nd and 7. That's a handoff, Hardman. And Hardman able to weave and flow and pick up a first down. Got shoved out of
honest, and that should have been a penalty by Pratt at the end. Yeah.
Picks up 10 yards. First down run. Edwards-Helaire, a teammate at LSU.
They're going to give it to him. Stuff like that needs to come back.
2nd and 6. Flushed. On the run, where he's dangerous, and Darrell Williams in the game. That running back. He's been out with a toe injury recent weeks. Again, he's got time, and the pass is incomplete time in this quarter after none in the first half.
Yeah, really good job by Hilton.
Little
tug. That's a good job, and then the stride. But when you got the lead by 11, you're a little safe with it.
Here's Townsend. His first punt traveled 57 yards. This is much shorter. And quiet. Mixon delivers this.
Appreciates that. He knows not everyone gets that opportunity. I think he's really.
There's the They want the yard here. They go with the sneak, and Burrow fights for it.
I know it's your bad. I told you it was your bad when you were asking for the ball earlier.
1st and 10. Pitch it. Mixon. Third. Pressure. They still don't have him down yet. Up ahead to Chase.
Action. You got one-on-one up top, both guys.
They'll run it. Mixon again. 2nd and 10. That might be a flag. Fenton is good.
Pass interference. Defense number 27.
In this game.
This is a perfect call. It's no. Yeah, they did it.
Play action. Setting up screen. Pulled down. Mixon. Chugging along down to the 8-yard line.
Get the ball to your running back and guys on the inside.
1st and goal from the 8. Wants to go up top, and Ingram meets him at the 15-yard line with a marker on the field.
Wow, this is
Holding. Offense number 75. Penalty decline. Result of the play. 2nd down.
very quickly. Throw it out, screen.
Knocked down. Got Chase at the bottom. They go with Pirine, and that's going nowhere. He's got 9, looking for a 10th from 31 yards, and it is good. 11 plays that led to a field goal. Meantime, Chiefs after 3. 2nd and 3. Pass up in the air and stolen. It's picked off by Cincinnati.
Your screen. And Mahomes feels it, so then he gets rushed a little bit. They decide to pressure, and Hill gets his hands up and creates what is now easily the biggest play of the game.
Hill seeing more action, but it's Tyreek, not BJ, on the other side. First down. Stutter step move. And
Mahomes getting an interception or a fumble. They got it now.
2nd and 5. And Burrow rifles it. Chase inside the 10 and 2. Zone, this will be their 7th. Haven't had a touchdown in the red zone so far today, but they got a 1st and goal here. It's Mixon. Wanted to cut outside, goes upfield. And
What's happened in that game, it's kind of looking the same way right now.
2nd and goal. They fake into the line, they go to the end zone.
But you can use your running back, the guy's inside, but you got to get it out.
There it is to the end zone, and he comes down with it. Outrageous.
This almost makes me feel like it was a mistake for the Chiefs. Chase is one-on-one. Where do you think the ball's going? The whole offense starts there. It's going over there. But if you look, the safety goes the other way. I almost feel like
Burrow. Open. Taylor. This game is tied.
quarter-point differential in the NFL this season, the Bengals, and they're showing that.
Outscoring the Chiefs 11-0 in this 3rd. Screen pass.
He's like, all right, I'm about to put my foot down on the pedal here.
2nd and 10. That's the first catch. He did what they've been doing all season long.
You thought this was going to be tied going to the 4th, didn't you?
Absolutely. And what a 4th it'll be. We know it no other way. Burrow and Mahomes for the Super Bowl.
This is our time. Is it the Bengals' time?
3rd and 3. And Mahomes able to get out of a jam. Hendrickson was near him. Look at all this time. They're after him again, and that's the first sack for
right here. You know, it's like, I just know Kansas City. We've seen it so many times. We're here right now. The Bengals have a chance to take the lead in the 4th quarter.
You better believe it now as Taylor backpedals to the 23. Slices up the field. Still on his feet. Hunt trophy in the next hour. Here's Burrow. Looks downfield, and he is picked.
The top, well, you get away with a little grab, helps too. But this place erupts on a huge play. Underthrown, can't make that mistake, Burrow. Chiefs ball.
What a catch by Snead.
Mahomes had to go over there and sit down, not feeling great. We'll get right back up.
Edwards-Helaire.
You know, it's unbelievable, the tale of two halves.
2nd and 6. And they go out of the back.
Forget about that interception. Go rip this thing. I know that play at the end of the half has to be sitting there.
3rd down, and he plays. So Townsend, just pressure, no contact on the punter at this end. Taylor with the fake, as if he was his Super Bowl for the first time. Went on to defeat the Bears in the game down a half months ago. Now has a chance with the quarter of his life in his second year to take a team. As he rolls out, feels the presence of Jones. Here's a 3rd and 7. Still didn't get him.
Oh my goodness, how did he get away?
Another chance. Now reaches out, and he's going to have the first down.
Again, I mean, he's fully sacked, and this isn't just nobody. This is Chris Jones. He's big.
And now he's going to get him for sure, right?
Yeah. Just that subtleness. He has that little sixth sense that just can feel and use your leverage against you, and he...
Nixon. Right into the hook. Receiver stacked at the right. 2nd and 9 and pressure. Boyd.
These are the plays you got to come up with, bro, if you're going to do it.
3rd and 7. Again, he's able to escape trouble, and he runs for a first down.
This is really impressive for a second-year player. You talked about it. No one's ever gone to the Super Bowl, Jim?
No quarterback taken #1 overall as a face mask every time in this game. This play is flags everywhere.
Just make it simple, but you got to go inside.
It's pass across the middle. Higgins trying to buy some room. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. First down.
Play right here. He feels like they're coming after him.
1st and 15. Going down the sideline, and it's...
See it right there. A lot going on in that mind, and it's quiet and soft. Very killer.
2nd and 15. And unimaginable. Anybody can do it.
He can't do it here, right? Burrow's already got 2 third downs. Not on this one.
3rd down out of the backfield. P. Ryan picked up and pushed aside. 52 yards away. Can he do it from 52 again? This kick is good. Quick toss. Hartman slides away from one.
You got to go through. He's going to have something to say about this before it's over.
His eyes aren't believing though what he's in the slot to the left. On first down. Kelsey. He loves
more aggressive. If you're going to give up a touchdown,
that's McKinnon.
The aggressive one. 3rd and 1. I don't know if I would do it here. I was thinking more on the next one.
Open is Kelsey. 3 minutes to go. Mahomes 4 for 4 on this drive. He hands it off to Hartman, who is with pressure in the backfield.
Coming after him. No Kelsey in the game.
2nd and 1. McKinnon. He stutter-stepped and waited for it to open up. And he's down to the 15-yard line.
Bengals day, there's Mahomes just too good.
Here he's looking, and now coming out of the pocket, being chased, and being...
At least have a field goal.
2nd and 6. Looking, wanted to take off. That got shut off. The door was closed. Looking for another opening. Look at all these moves back to the 24-yard line, and Hendrickson is there, trying to knock the ball out. Toss it inside, and it's 1st and goal. And it's a running play with McKinnon.
One more crack at it, because this is our best play.
2nd and goal. Mahomes still has it. After a great fake, now being chased. He's in trouble, and he's tripped up back at the 8-yard. He's got protection.
Too much time. You can't do that.
All the way back to the 21. Now they chase him. Spins around, and the ball's out. It was recovered, though, by Tooney.
He's a spy, just in case he goes, but he comes flying in and doesn't get juked by Mahomes.
Butker, can he do it again? Can he tie it in regulation? And yes, he can.
You are still the visitors. What is your call? Heads. He called heads. It is tails.
Possession, touchdown wins.
You're exactly right. That's too extreme. And that
games. This offense was on the field for the last 6 minutes of the regulation. And they begin with pass almost in.
Slant. Mahomes throws it, but this ball, it should be over. It should be over. Apple sends the Bengals to the Super Bowl. You should have just said right here. No one.
Lewis Phillips dropped a very similar chance at a pick in the next play. Montana beat him with a touchdown pass to Taylor. And now they go deep down the field, and it is intercepted on the rebound by Bell. Von Bell. Oh, he is clobbered.
Wow, unbelievable. He's only been targeted twice in pass coverage in the playoffs. You can see why right there.
Look at Jesse Bates reach in with Hill.
That's the play. It's perfect technique. Bates actually makes the play. Bell comes down with it, but Bates, wow, perfectly timed, no PI. Maybe sending the Bengals.
Halftime, not a catch. First down throw. And he made it from 52. 2nd and 1. Mixon cuts outside, then slashes inside. Yeah, it's 60 from here. First down. Every yard is big.
Base quickly and hit a home run. Get the ball in his hands fast.
2nd and 8, looking down the middle and is pulled down. Great grab. It
might hand it off, see if you can get 4 or 5 yards on this one.
It's Mixon. That's what they do. In fact, they
number 2 team on
they beat the number 1 seed. Now trying to beat the 2 seed in 2nd and 3. Mixon charging inside the 20. He's down to the 12. Right up the middle and holding
in a big situation.
Barely got that away in time. The snap from 31 yards. McPherson and Cincinnati is heading to the Super Bowl.
He called it again, I'm sure. And right there, Joe Franchise is taking him. He's turned this thing around. Wow, what a huge one in getting Chase. This program.
Just amazing.
It is more than amazing. It's improbable, but they've done it.
Incomprehensible is the word that came to mind for me. Yep, they came back to beat Kansas City twice in a month. First time they were down 14 on January 2nd. Today, 18. No matter. They win it. They represent the AFC in 2 weeks. We got the presentation of the Lamar Trophy coming up on the State Farm Postgame Show. Thank you for watching the AFC Championship presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. James Brown is coming up. Tony, loved every minute of it, my man.
Me too, big guy. Have fun at Pebble.